Hello and welcome to today's stream of Tanki Online. Today, for the next 2 hours, I'm going to be your host. My name is Ben, and I'm joined by General Veers.
Hello, everyone.
We're streaming the event Minehunt today, and right now we will see the event helpers setting it all up. So, what do you have to say for it, General?
Just welcome to everybody that showed up, and we're watching. This is a good map. I like this map. It's Lost Temple. Was one of my favorites. And there, what we're seeing now is we're just seeing the event helpers go around and placing mines for when the players who are participating in this event finally show up and participate.
Right. So we're seeing them getting ready right now. I suppose there are some things which need to be changed, as we see Ferriga self-destructing to change his combination. He will probably be the one who's placing all the mines for you, so if you're so lucky to see that he destroyed you, you might be one of our winners for today's evening.
It's kind of funny watching that Titan float up in the air like that.
This is one of the looks we sometimes have, as we're not the best tricksers, but, well, if you have enough dictators, you can get anywhere with any hull.
Clearly, event 25 is trying to, well, he's lining up, and I guess event 30 is the mine placement guy for today, it looks like. And they've already placed several mines around the map in some, well, if this map was in normal gravity mode, they would be a little bit difficult to get to, but not impossible.
Right, as we see the Titan getting up to the next building again. Quite a view, especially for a tank like that.
So have you gone around the map and generally looked for places where they're putting mines? And if you have, where do you think is going to be the most difficult challenge for the players to get to?
Well, obviously all the buildings which have no ramps close to them, as those will be very helpful with this low gravity. However, I suppose there will be some on the easier buildings for the less experienced players as well.
That watching watching that Titan fly is pretty funny.
It's good that it is this low gravity, as they can still rescue him from flipping. Because with the Wasp there's no issue flipping him back, but the Titan, I suppose it will take some time.
All right, and do you think when the players get in here and this finally starts, do you think? No, right?
Funny that it's a Titan this time, as we always have quite some difficulties getting a Wasp on top of all the buildings.
Why is that?
Well, our team is not really consisting out of the best players.
Oh.
Regarding to all the tricks and flips and anything which has not to do with a tower made out of dictators, so...
I see. No flying parkourists on your team.
No, absolutely
then.
not.
Okay.
However, we have one member, I think his name is Nick. He's quite a good one, and some time ago he brought a part of his team, and they have been setting some mines up for us with quite some style.
I find parkour fascinating. Just the creativity of it's just the creativity, and then we're in the parkour survival, and I'd see where he's going to place that mine, and he's just he keeps overshooting it.
Yeah, you see the struggle.
The parkour survival contest that's currently underway. I think we're what on challenge number 4 now.
I'm not sure about it. It's like I have some friends who participate in it, and well, even though there has been some issues, I saw how they did their tricks, and it's been quite awesome what they did. And it's Well, they've been told that this is not difficult. However, there's been several flips and a lot of tries. Trust me, they tried a lot of things to get it to work.
Well, yeah, and they have to. And how long does it take them to make a 30-second video? I'm sure with the practice and getting the timing just right, it has to take a while. Several
Right.
hours, I would think, unless they get really, really lucky.
Yeah, the one whoever it is who edits the videos, he has absolutely all of my respect for it, as you have to get the best views and the best moments of all of it into it, but still you have to get it to a consistent video, so I don't think there may be any cuts in it. Do you know about it?
What I'm looking right now is I'm looking at event 24 there where that Titan just laid that mine. I guess he was
He's been
lagging or
bugging
something.
around. I think his connection was bad.
Okay. And now we're going to see the Titan, I guess, is going to try and get up on top of this building.
Yeah, this is quite a spectacular one for a Titan, obviously. Like, usually, we always need mines to get them positioned like this, but with the low gravity, well, easily, they can do it themselves. And now I see that 24, he said on his own screen he wasn't lagging. However, we clearly saw it in the stream. So you see how they have to be quite strategically, but it's just this low gravity, you can't do it as precisely as usually.
No, you can't. Well, I'm thinking this particular trick that they're trying, you probably wouldn't have the jumper as a Titan.
No, it's always a Wasp, actually. There's no time it is a Hornet, it's always Wasp.
Well, somebody had posted in the TeamSpeak chat earlier the link to the parkour contest that we did some time back. And they actually were doing tricks with Vikings in normal gravity, which
with Viking.
Yes, with the Viking. There was one they used one trick. I can't remember.
I suppose it's
can't remember the name of the map.
Did they use twins to get him up?
To be honest, I don't remember. It might have been a hammer.
Like, if the jump isn't too far, you can obviously do it with the Viking as well. But do you have silence in your mind right now?
No, it was. I can't remember the name of the map. It's I want to say Magadan, but I'm probably getting that wrong.
I'm not too sure, but do you have the map silence itself in your mind right now? Like, can you picture it?
I can.
You know the building they always try to get on, the one which has been very easy to get on, actually with Ricochet and whatever hall you wanted once it's been moon silence. But right now they have to have I think it's a Viking. The tall building, you need to have a Viking as a ramp with a mine in front of him. And I think jumps like that, they are already almost too far for a Viking with normal gravity. So if they actually did a jump with a Viking,
well, I think that if you use the right amount of turrets and the timing was just perfect, you could probably put a Viking pretty much anywhere you wanted to, as provided you had enough people and stuff to use, like mines or. I mean, just some of the tricks that I have seen for parkour, they do get pretty creative and use railguns and shafts and hammers and ricochets, and they can do some pretty interesting things.
Accidentally once when we set up mines, as I'm part of the event helper team as well, I accidentally flipped my comrade who's been using Titan as I placed 5 mines instead of 3. And he actually did a whole flip. He landed on his tracks. That with normal gravity. So I suppose you can do a lot with mines. The only issue being is that you mostly die to them too fast. Like a dictator, about 20%, if you have about 20% protection, you survive 3 mines with almost no life. So the only thing you can use then is teammates with, well, either Shaft or maybe Magnum if they're good.
In normal gravity.
Right. Well, obviously we see you can do a lot more with this kind of gravity.
A lot more. I like this mode a lot. It's a lot of fun.
It reminds me of the old days, you know, the map which originally had this kind of gravity. I think even
Space
lower.
Madness.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
I loved it back in the day. Like when I began.
It was fun, and then they moved it to.
Yeah, they removed the low gravity.
They did for quite some time, and I'm really glad that they brought it back because
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
been
lot of
quite
fun
ridiculous
to play
in that map. No offense, but on that map you can't really drive with normal gravity.
On Madness.
Yeah, it's just boring.
It's challenging. Everybody tries to it's not really. I don't know. I usually just try to just drive right off of the edge and try to get control of the bottom because that's where you want to be. But if you're playing against a good team, they pretty much got it covered and they see you coming, and as soon as you drop into their little thing, they kill you and send you back up to the top.
Yeah, I remember like back in the day, it's been around like 2012, where the gold boxes didn't drop like so soon and so often. Sometimes you see all those people jumping down from the very top once they saw the gold box. But there's been no announcement, so you just saw people driving up like crazy, dropping the flag wherever they can, just so their teammates, whoever don't care about gold boxes, which was quite rare back in the day, could go somewhere.
Back in the day.
It has changed quite a lot.
The game has changed quite a bit since I've joined it.
When did you join it?
Oh, I think I'm going on 6 years this month.
Really?
5 or
2011?
6. Yes. I don't know. I'd have to ask. Just for curiosity, for those of you in the audience, you can PM probably a chat moderator, and who is able to look at your karma, and I think you can get your karma records if you're interested about that. But they also have when you first logged into the game, so they have your kind of birthday, your Tanky Online birth date
the
there.
Birthday of your tank, of
and
your garage.
Yes, I think it was September of 2012.
I actually do have my
It
karma
was
somewhere.
a few months before the rebalance, which a lot of people probably watching is like, what's the rebalance?
They don't know about it.
There was some good things that people were happy with, and some things that people didn't like, and it was also the introduction of the
new currency system.
The new currency system,
the price changes,
and the 3 new. It used to be the highest rank you could go was Marshal, and they.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yes, and they added Field Marshal, Commander, and Generalissimo, and then just within the last, I guess, year or so, we have the new Legend, which a lot of these players we're watching now are legends.
Yeah, a lot of players. I'm actually still Generalissimo.
Oh, I'm just a peasant field marshal. That's it. I don't have as much time
not
to
even
play.
1.5 million.
I know, and I kind of like it that way. Although I do miss the premium ribbon there behind my rank when I do play.
I know on my secondary account I have 3 times these challenges with 3-hour premium. But I don't know what to use them for, as I don't have the crystals to buy one of those premium items. I'm waiting for it.
When I had my premium, I would play a lot more. And I'd use it to get double funds, because you get double your funds.
Right. Yeah, that's good. Right now, I'm trying to save up for Magnum. It's the, I think, only weapon I don't have on my secondary account. Well, obviously, as it's almost as old as my main account.
The Magnum.
Now, I'm proud of being probably one of the last people having M1 things in the garage as a generalissimo.
I have one M0 item in my garage, and it is a dictator, and I never really much cared for this particular. There was two hulls that I don't care for. One is the dictator, and the other is the mammoth.
Really? Why not mammoth?
Because the Titan is faster, and there's
but
not that big of a difference in hit points between the mammoth and the Titan.
Well, right now it's actually the same as far as I know.
But it's faster.
I just saw, we've been informed that we got some questions for you guys, and whoever is, I think, the first, or it might be random, to answer them correctly will win a premium code for 1 day premium.
Very nice, very nice.
So, as I was told, we may start with the first question. Being, if I get it here right, that's not it. There we have him. Which event was once called Tanky Race 2?
Before Ishida. Wait, oh, I'm on the wrong question. I apologize.
Don't spoil them too
Tanky Race 2.
Tanky Race 2, yeah.
I think that might be before I joined, because I remember they had one event.
One event?
Well, they had one event. It had multiple races in it.
Well, the thing is, when I joined, well, I didn't really join at the beginning, as my brother is actually the guy responsible for most of it in the German part, at least. So I helped without being official.
Somebody's answered the question.
Yes, a lot of people do, but I didn't get the information who was chosen to get the code. But whoever will be announced, we would ask you to tell us your in-game name so that we can tell you your premium code, or to give you premium instantly. I'm not sure about how that works.
I believe that, who was it, if I look at my list here real quick? Felix will be monitoring that, and
right.
he's able to scroll through the chat there. And thank you to our 307 people that are watching right now. That's a pretty big audience. Pretty good turnout. Thank you guys for showing up.
I'm being told that it's actually not being answered correctly. So I give you a second chance. Telling you the question again.
For him, please. Sorry. Yeah, okay. No, go ahead. I'm thinking it might be close enough, but if we need to have the exact answer, then okay, let's do that.
Well, to be fair, it's 1 day premium, so
that
I suppose we should only accept the right answer. So, the question being, which event was once called Tanky Race 2? I see a lot of people saying Tanky Race Extreme.
So close, so close.
Unfortunately being wrong.
And some people are actually putting the right answer out there.
Really? I'm not fast enough to read all of them.
Not the answer that we're looking for, but I don't want to say too much.
I see someone saying his nick is Phantom Coyote, so he might have been told that he's the winner. I just know the name of our
I see one
colleague
right there.
Is Nightbot in the chat.
Well, so I see one who's answered it correctly.
I did someone.
I did. I saw Bingo Bongo, who's logged in here as Bingo Bongo. I saw him, and there's another one who's answered it.
Well, someone was moved to ours.
Okay.
Oh, he's not able to speak. Well, yeah. I wasn't told, or we weren't told, who is the winner. But as far as my colleague General Avir says, it might be Bingo Bongo. So if you're the one, you could already start telling us your name, your in-game name once. Please don't spam, as that is not really something we like here.
It's official. Bingo Bongo has won and he did post his name there, but the chat's moving pretty quick.
Well, in our chat here, it says I drop bombs.
Yes, that's what I'm looking at right now. So congratulations to I Drop Bombs. You have won yourself a day of premium. Nice.
Congrats from me too. Is it just me, or is this kind of a cluster what we're seeing from the event tables right now?
Well, as far as because I'm watching this stream, but if I switch over here to this other browser, I can actually watch what's going on live. Because what I was watching was, wow, look at the Titan just...
It really flies. I was worried that he's going to flip
air.
on top of the building, which would mean that they have to get someone else on top of it as well.
You know what? And that is a risk that they're facing, because if he does, once he self-destructs, all his mines that he's laid is going to disappear, right?
That's absolutely no option, Raleigh. There's no way he will self-destruct. So whatever happens, as long as he is not in one of those pits down there, he will not do that.
Okay.
And even if he does...
You say that with such confidence.
Well, I hope for it, as it probably takes a while to put all those mines back. Oh my god, he's almost flipping. No, he's almost jumping down. I hope he doesn't do that.
They're trying a difficult spot right now, and
it's one of those again where he already jumped off.
Alright.
2 or 3 times, but this time, first time, right? Wow. They get better and better from time to time.
Well, they've been practicing a lot already.
Oh yeah. It's been about half an hour already. Wow, time flies as always.
So if I check my notes, let's see, we already did the first one. We have 1, 2, 3.
I didn't give you all of the questions.
4, 5, 6.
Sorry.
He gave me 6 questions, and one of them's already done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, you gave me 7, and we've done 1. So there are 6 questions remaining.
Okay, so I would ask you to ask for the next question, as I've been told that we just should wait some minutes until we ask for the next one.
I'm thinking so
announcement
too.
For it before. We have a total of 15 codes for you guys.
Nice. Promo codes.
So no matter how many winners by questions there are, it will be 15 winners in total.
Okay.
So while you go through the next question, I'm gonna send you the rest of it.
Okay. So you want me to read the question right now?
Yeah, the second one would be good.
Alright. Which turret was used in Tanky Race 2 before Isida? Which turret was used in Tanky Race 2 before Isida?
Whilst looking at the answer, I say I think I know it. Well, that's kind of bad, but I remember that actually. Okay, so
I don't remember it, so it must have been before I joined.
Well, there are not too many weapons, so that... Hey, oh, I see the right answer there.
I saw somebody answered it already.
So I saw Vito Donna. Let's see what our...
It looks like he's answered it before, although Hem Prasanth, if I said that right, and Animate Tanky were close behind, and there are people who are just guessing.
Yeah, it's a
But
lot of people.
anyway,
They are just
somebody
guessing.
has answered the question correctly. And
Oh, I've been told, or we've been told, that there are going to be 2 winners, and that it's chosen randomly, not whoever is first, but chosen randomly. So
yes, they use that
we should
magic
maybe
program that they
wait
use,
to
and then they
announce
pick
whoever
two.
told the right
Okay.
answer.
Well, then I'll stop.
We're too nice. Too many options for them. Let's see. So, as there will be 2 winners, there might be 2 happy people here.
Well, it's nice that they're giving stuff
Oh,
away.
I see it. Bobble TO has won the giveaway. So,
Nice. Well, congratulations to you. Or her.
congratulations from me as well. I still can't find where we are with the list of questions. I think, yeah, there, okay. So, more for you. And later on, expecting those for all of you, all lovely viewers. Oh, I may not tell you the questions, right. Wonderful. Okay, as soon as we reach that one, I'm gonna start announcing the rest. So, in the battle right now, oh, we actually do have 1 kill by Feelings. Oh, I didn't see that. It's not Felix or Felriga, but Feelings. So, as far as the club or clan name says, it's a
From the
girl's
clan
clan.
Girls.
I would suppose that she is a girl.
Possibly.
And the second winner will be announced now, so I'm gonna skip over to the stream. And let's see if I can see something done already. There it is. So, for this time, oh god, all gold will do. Wonderful name. And Shaq Tanky. Oh no, the second one is just one who spammed too much, unfortunately.
Yes.
Okay, so the first one I announced before, and oh gold will do, are the winners for this round of our questions. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to Gold.
Man, there are some times where my being as a German comes through while speaking. So, what do we have there? They're looking like being confused. Moving around, no direction. Some on some others top, but not really all in the same direction at the same time.
So I'm looking at the clock on the map right now, and it's at just over 81 minutes. So how long are they going to be placing mines here before the
I
players?
just see in the chat they see hashtag. They say hashtag completed. Oh no, I'm just sitting too far away. Competent. So probably it'll take some time.
All right. Well, they've placed quite a few.
They did. And they placed 2 on some houses, and they actually hit some on some others.
Yes, they've hit some in the
rooftops.
How do you want? Well, not the rooftops, but the plants or the trees or the foliage, or I call it foliage.
Well, usually, as far as I know, we are having 10 mines. I suppose that's not the same for this time, as we have a 2-hour stream. Actually, that's what we've been told. We'll see how long it takes you guys to get all the mines.
And how will the players that are participating today, how are they going to be selected?
How the ones who get in, or how the ones who win?
How are they going to be in the map, or is there people that have already been?
Well, we had some issues as Facebook just changed their way of posting links.
I see.
So we can't use Facebook as a very good way to publicly share the link. So
well, I got Mark Zuckerberg's phone number. I'll give him a call and ask him what's up.
Wonderful.
No, I don't.
Ah, that's unfortunate. So, obviously it will probably still be shared there, but if you have issues just clicking on the link, well, if you just click on it, it should redirect you to the Tanky Online website. But if you try to copy it, there will be a link to the specific Facebook post or a redirect link via the Facebook post, which will make it impossible to just post it inside of Tanky Online to join it. As well, I don't want any of you guys being banned or cleared out of the chat, so I just inform you quickly that it's, as far as I know, not allowed to post the link publicly in the chat, in the normal chat of the game. So please, just don't do it so our operators have an easier job in better day and you don't have to fear being actually banned. Because I think we actually have some of our colleagues called moderators watching for us. And if you post it too often, you'll actually be deactivated. Well, your account will be deactivated to join the game for about 5 minutes the first time and 1 hour the second time. At least for being
It's
deactivated.
too bad that they can't put it in the server chat, especially with this new Facebook problem that we're having. Issue, I guess we could call it.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe our operators will actually put it there, but I'm not too sure about it as we usually don't do it. But we will see. We will see. We could have one of our colleagues telling us about it. Felix, would be nice if you could find that out for us. So right now we see the yellow corner, which is usually the place where they put our mine laying tank, but it might just be another place where they put mines. But this seems like putting mines.
Oh, we're seeing a mammoth.
Well, then this might actually be
And
the it's being flipped. I love this low
no,
gravity.
he almost flipped, but not quite.
I'm not too sure, but can we actually make this map this way ourselves? Can we create it this way?
What do you mean?
Can we create with low gravity as a normal player if we have premium or this pack? I don't remember its name.
I would think so. I mean, as far as I know, there is, and I don't know which they are. There are 1 or 2 maps that don't support the low gravity mode, but as far as I know, most of the maps you can select in space mode. I might be wrong. If the audience could help me out with that, that would be cool. How many maps can you not create low space? This is not a contest question, it's just for everybody else's curiosity if they have any.
And especially ours. But as you just mentioned it, how about another question? And
we could have another contest question. All right, the next question. Actually, I read the last question. Why don't you go ahead with the third question for today?
Right. Okay, so we just had the third question, right?
Yes.
So the next question being, how many players can get in Tanky Race Monte Carlo? I specifically ask for players not including event helpers. So we're not talking about the max number of players available in this map. Let's see how good our people are at math.
The stream is lagging currently.
That's not good.
No, it's not. I need to refresh my browser.
Just stopped lagging once I clicked refresh. Wonderful.
Okay. Well, and it was the video that was lagging. It wasn't the. It didn't appear to be the chat.
Right. So
All right. So
let's
if you want
just.
to repeat the question again.
Yeah. I thought so. It would be good. Okay, so the next question for another promo code for 1 day of premium will be how many players as people who join to win, not including event helpers, can get in Tanky Race Monte Carlo. So we're not talking about the max amount of players in the map, but the max amount of players who can win.
They're just
Having
throwing random
numbers.
numbers out there. Some close ones. I think I haven't seen a correct answer yet. There's a couple close ones.
And some who are quite far away as Tyler TO 7 people. I don't think that's right. Would be quite unfortunate, as the minimum number of participants is, I think, 5 players. So that wouldn't be good. And I just got told we again have 2 winners for this round.
And the chat on the channel was going crazy.
Amazing. I never saw that in the German streams.
I saw one correct answer so far, but they're going so fast.
Yeah, it's just skipping through. Fortunately, if you scroll up, it stops. At least for you.
There's a second person has answered. Third.
2, 3. Couple of ones, right? But again,
Yeah, I'm seeing several.
The Nightbot will announce the winner right away. There we have one. ERCTO has won the giveaway. Congrats to you, my mate.
Congratulations. Was that for a day of premium?
It's, as far as I know, it's
Okay.
the only thing we got, so it's just promo codes for premium. Still a good thing, I suppose.
Oh, a little bit less profanity, but yeah, he has a valid question there in the chat. He wants to know what's going on. And if you guys are just joining us, I'm here with Ben. I am General
Hello.
Pierce. And we are watching the preparation for the Moon Mine Hunt. And right now the teams are there, or I think they might be done.
Well, they're actually done right now, as we can see.
They're done.
There
So
are
now
the
we're
2
just
event helpers called protectors. They're there to protect usually a very small tank, which is easily killed. Supposedly not this time.
all right. And so I'm guessing since most of the dictators, actually all of them, now there are 2 mammoths and the Titan Ricochet there. They are the only ones left in the map, and now I guess they're going to put the link out there so we can have other players join and do the mine hunt.
I've been told another nickname, which is quite weird. I'm just gonna spell it out. It's 2XH17 DMDSF. Well, there's been someone who had fun slamming his keyboard while creating his nickname.
I don't know how I'd pronounce that. Were it in a battle, I guess I would call him 217 is what I would call him.
With quite some weird names already, especially in all those events. But we got through it all the time. But those are the names you don't really want to be active for capturing flags, as it's mostly impossible to pronounce them correctly, as they're written at least.
All right, so now we're just waiting for the players to start entering the battle.
Well,
And
I think we have to wait another 15 minutes. I'm not too sure
15
about it.
minutes. All right.
It's, well, usually, at least for my time, it's 8 p.m., at which time they start allowing people to join. However, this is
Alright.
absolutely different from what I'm used to.
So this stream will last until now. I'm not really sure why there's two mammoths with Shaft and the is the also one of the objectives of this event to kill this Titan up here.
No, it's
No.
been actually an issue that players had the goal to kill the one who had all the mines.
Okay.
We for quite some time had two people laying the mines, so if one has been killed, we could still
of
keep
course.
the
So they
event
wouldn't.
running.
Okay. So
It's
they
been like
okay.
5
I
mines
get it.
each.
Right.
But this time, he's a Titan. I would not suppose him to die quickly. It's
Well,
just been an issue.
well, especially with two shafts
right.
blocking him.
Yeah, that's the reason why they're there. So at the beginning we had nothing, I think, or maybe like, I don't know if they had the idea at the beginning. But when I had the first time preparing or taking part or commentating actually, we always had something like mostly dictators and a Titan. Different weapons, mostly not just Shaft, but I suppose on this map where you really need Shaft. Usually you don't have this quite good view on the helpers.
No.
I hope it's not an issue this time, as it would be quite unfortunate if we had to end this sooner than we want. But we never know, so we're always prepared.
I like this map, but I get there are two maps that I get kicked out of for I don't know why. It just automatically kicks me out. This map, Lost Temple, is one, and is the other one.
As a player or as a spectator?
As I play and it kicks me out for some reason. I don't know. It's a gameplay issue or something. I don't do anything wrong.
Might it be your internet connection or maybe your FPS?
No, no, because I can play in any other map just fine. But for some reason, this one in Berlin, it's just, it doesn't like me playing there, which actually, I don't know why, because they are probably my two favorite maps in this whole game. And I think we have, what, 74 or 75 maps in the game?
Might be about that.
We have over 70, I know that.
Yeah, there's been quite some maps been added since I started. Speaking of, I think one of the maps where you can't have moon mode might be dual.
Possibly.
Oh, we've just been announced that we have the issue that our stream is being DDoSed, unfortunately. Yes. So it might be that at least this commentary will end soon. I hope not, but unfortunately, it is one option.
Well, I hope not as well, but we'll see.
We will see, indeed.
Is it time for another contest question?
Right. I just had the same idea, like, if we have to close soon, let's just get through it.
Okay.
So, last time been me, this time being you.
And you were in the Monte Carlo question. So, the fourth question for today is, what turret do the event helpers use in shooting range 1? And since we've had some shooting ranges, I'm thinking it's kind of not worded right. So what turret did the event helpers use in shooting range 1?
Well, let's
give you a hint. It's a turret available in the garage.
I think there's only one turret which is not available. Or is it? You know Smoky XT? Ever heard of it? This weird looking one?
A Smoky XT. Well, but they don't have a Shaft XT or a
Oh no, I mean the old before this official XT has been announced. You know, this weird looking Viking and this weird looking Smoky, which has been, I don't know, I think it was actually different in the stats, so it was kind of better, but I'm not sure about it. I wasn't around at that time.
I've seen a correct answer. Couple. Now we're just asking for the turret, not the combination.
Right, there. Well, still we don't have too many turrets, so they should just guess around, and at some point they will get it.
What are we at? 11 turrets now.
And again, it says we have 2 winners for this round.
All right, cool.
We will at least. So let's see what we have as answers from all our lovely views right now. I see quite some people saying Shaft, as well as Railgun before it. And someone saying Railgun XT, which is quite specific. Unfortunately, horror event accounts do not support XT combinations. I think that would be just too much to request. So, we still have 9 minutes to go as they supposedly wait for the full hour. Let's see. I haven't been told any winner yet.
Oh, what was that? Oh, that was just, that was not a winner announcement. That was a warning to a player to behave themselves on the chat.
Well, it's unfortunate that they still do that kind of stuff. I would suppose we have quite some grown-up community in our stream at least, and obviously in the game as... Well, I'm 17, how about you?
I'm a lot older than that. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, like
just
30?
A little bit, yeah.
Let me guess.
I won't say.
But it's still 2 digits, right?
Yes. It is.
Unfortunately, there's not too much happening in the battle itself.
And too, just on something unrelated, we recently had the commentator contest, and some of the people that, even though they submitted really good videos, it's just their karma or their behavior in the game just kind of, nope, can't have you. So just kind of word to you viewers out there that if you would like a helper position or a chance to get a helper position, just behaving yourself in the game is the best way to do that, because they do check the karma, and that is usually the first thing that they check.
If you're out of a position just for, I think, 2 months, out of the same position you're trying to get in again, if you try to get in another position, you will be checked anyways. If you have 2 months between the time you left and the time you rejoin, you'll be checked again. So really, there's a lot to this. It's quite important to them.
It is. And have you ever been banned?
Oh yeah, I have. Just a quick announcement. Bustle601, we need you to tell us your nickname from the game so that we can have you as one of our lovely winners for premium 1 day. And yes, I have been banned. I had some, let's say, not so good days. Let's put it that way, as I am 17.
Okay.
And I played this game for around over 5 years. Well, supposedly I was 12. So I wasn't so grown up at that point.
No, and it happens, and that
I had an issue.
Well, and that is another thing that we also look for. If like I don't know what the chat mods and the forum mods do, but here at esports, we do take that into consideration. Well, he was, then, and Ishmael Khan has won the giveaway.
Yeah, I
Is
tried to
we
get
do take that
into
into
the position of
consideration that
moderator.
if it was 5 years ago, and it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, he was 12 then, so
Well,
I've
no,
been banned, I think, 3 times.
I've been banned for I think 2 weeks. I'm not too sure. It's quite a
Wow.
long time ago, so. No, I
That's
got my
quite a
karma
while.
as I had some friends, so they get one of them gave it to me while I was still allowed to do so. So there's no issue about it. But there's been some flood. How is it pronounced?
What's that?
Spamming.
Flood.
Yeah. I had that quite sometimes. Like when I got angry in a battle, sometimes, not too often. Like I don't know, maybe 8 times.
Okay.
Well, looking at 5 years, I think that's okay. So, aside from that, I had an issue with I think, first and only clan. No, I've been in 2 other clans, but not really serious ones. So there's been one clan, obviously a German one. It's been called Panzerknacker, being tank.
I know this
Tank.
clan.
I don't know what to call it.
Nutcracker or something like that.
Like tank cracker
Yes.
as a direct translation.
I'm familiar with German, so yeah.
And we've actually been quite good, won some tournaments actually and so on. Unfortunately, not me being part of those winners, as we had, I think, 2 or 3 groups participating. And, well, there was one player I didn't really like, and we had quite some issues. And as I have been new as a candidate, and he's already been there for quite some time, well, obviously I had to behave a lot better to not get kicked out. And then there was this issue. Usually in clans there's this obvious rule that you just don't join others' battles as an enemy and ruin their day.
Well,
obviously.
now that is I prefer when I do play, I try not to join against my friends.
Right.
Because then you just unless it's understood that just go to any side, then it doesn't matter. But it's still kind of, to me, I don't like killing my friends.
Right. And as you're probably being counted as a bad player or noob, if you just don't kill them, they will not really like you, and chat moderators don't really accept if you just don't kill someone. As far as I know, as it's not really playing the game as it's supposed to be. So this guy came into my game, which went quite good, as we first lost when I joined, and at the point where he joined, we had quite well, we've been having about 7 captured flags more than they had. Like, I think we had about 15 and they had about 8.
Okay.
And when he came on in the game, I was like a normal player, not having too many drugs. Back in the day, it wasn't usual that you had too many of those. And they were quite expensive and there was no way of getting them for free. So I was just playing without them. Usually we said players who can do that were the skilled players, and players who can't aren't. Used to be that way. This time, well, I'm always drugging. But I think quite a lot changed, so that's normal by now. So he got in and drugged all the way, and he carried his whole team. His whole team. I have no clue how that is possible, but he did it.
With luck.
Yeah. So I was so angry at the font was about 20k, which is worth a lot. at that time. And I started assaulting him, which he just reported to a clan leader and got me almost or completely kicked out. I'm not sure about it. But at the same time, he left. So I think that wasn't the way I could stay. But my leaders weren't really happy about it.
Well, these things happen.
Yeah.
All right, we have players joining now.
And the battle is already full, I think.
I don't know. Let me
Well, I
just
see
hit my
3
tab
event habits
key,
at
and
the
wow,
bottom,
there
but
are quite a few people in here. I did not know this map could support this many people.
I think it has space for 20 people.
All right, so now the players are joined. And if you're just joining us, I am General Viers, and with me is Ben, and this is the Minehunt, Space Moon Minehunt that you're seeing live. And the first half of the show, we watched the helpers.
Preparation, the
Yes,
setup
the
of all the
preparation.
mines.
Yes, and now the players have come in some pretty nice equipment. Seeing
Alright.
that Viking XP
And we actually
looks
have the
pretty cool.
first winner already. Oh, never
Really?
mind. We will announce the go signal as soon
Yep.
soon as everybody has the right equipment. Oh, this is bad, as there's already been the first player finding a mine. But okay,
Yes.
he did
Ado,
it
I
too
believe
early.
his name was Ado328.
Yeah, right. So we had one player, I think was as he self-destructed. The H game. No, there's been quite some players self-destructing. I don't want to guess and call wrong names. So we had one player having Hornet and some different color as well as Raygun. But right now this looks good so far.
Oh,
But there's
looks like Mr. 7-Up has been destroyed, so he's found a mine.
he's as well been too early. There's still players having wrong equipment. Just so you know, there's no protection allowed. So please take that off as well. If we see that you have it, you will not be allowed to take part as long as you don't change it. I see there we have his name is Emperor. Oh, I can't read it. He had Vikings, so we have to wait for him. But as soon as everyone has the right combination, oh no, I think every hull is allowed right now.
No, there is. Looks like CH Gamer up there on one of the high sides. He's in a Wasp, and then he's just out on my view. And yes, there's a guy that I'm looking at here, Commander Palestine,
Yeah,
or Commandos Palestine. He's also in a Wasp. That's not allowed.
Yeah, the
So we're
light
allowed
hulls as they're too easy.
any hull, but Hornet and Wasp is allowed.
Right, I think, but every weapon is allowed, right?
Yes.
So this is an absolutely different Minehunt from anything else we ever had. You're allowed to choose anything but a light hull. Well, obviously, yes, this is a moon map, so you're not...
Cube 3E, I know that player. And he's
he's
up there with
very often.
KJ 1 through 8 up there. I think there's a mine that they're gonna fight over once.
Well, there are mines. There are 2 players up there. Do you see them? It's a Viking and a Hunter.
Yes.
They are both waiting for the go, and it's quite some... Oh no, unfortunately, too fast. They were trying to not hit it, but still be the only one available. Well, the only one capable of getting that mine. But just so you know, all those mines are consisting out of, I think, 5 or maybe more. So you definitely die to it. So we can say that guy got 1 mine and that one didn't. But we have up there right now Cube. He's one of my favorites, as he's one of those players who really care about all the rules. Mostly. Sometimes they don't, but he's there frequently and does as we say. So I suppose. I just saw we have 15 mines. Well,
Yes, 50
had.
mines were laid, and I guess at my count, I've lost count, but I think we're up to like 6 or 7, maybe 8.
So we had the go
And
right now.
yes, we do.
And we see us all the players go out to the.
They're just scattering all over the place. It's like a big Easter egg
They've all
hunt.
been centered. I don't know why.
All right, so we've officially begun, and Mr. Honor
The
has the
first
honor
guy who
of being the
officially
first guy.
won, I think, 5k. And there it goes, one after
right.
another.
So we're up to 5 mines now,
Right.
which is going to leave about
So many
40
players.
at this point.
Unfortunate that there's been some mines being destroyed too early, but well, we can't change it.
Well, they're getting the easy ones that they put in the
Right.
plants or the trees or foliage or however you want to call that.
The ones you can get by just jumping with your hull off any ramp.
Well, there are some that are going to require some help. Like there's some
Right.
up here on the ledges,
And
and
for
some on
example,
top
I don't
of
know
the
where your
buildings.
camera is at right now.
And I'm
see
looking
it.
at Virtuous just get destroyed. He's got one mine, and then there is another mine that he hasn't gotten. Mr. Honor's
Was
closest
he close to
that.
Mr. Honor? I wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I saw that one right now. And then we have this AB Abdomen, something like that. He's there with
Abdosomade Boss 22.
Right. He's been trying to get up on all those corners. Actually, well, as they saw in the stream, which makes this different, and some more possibilities to put some mines, as the people actually know about them being there. There are some mines on the top of this map.
Commandos, Palestine is not. He's in a wasp, and he easily got up on that building. So now I'm understanding why the wasp hornet is not allowed. And there are people like Mr. Gar Game L and Mr. Adrenaline has managed to get up there. There's a couple mines up there, and he's just found one. So
yeah, it's just unfortunate that they don't know, or at least that they don't recognize that they have to change, because they will be disconnected from the game for at least 5 minutes if they don't take care of it.
Looks like Mr. Gar Game L has. I don't know if he didn't see it or he's just going to save it. But he was up there. He's close to a mine. I'm sure he sees it. Or no, well, maybe he doesn't. No, because if it's an enemy's mine, you can't see mines until you're right on top of them.
Yeah, right. Are you on the edge, or were they all?
Yes.
They're scattered with a ricochet,
right.
and
it looks like he's going to find this one.
He has some 3.
And there he goes.
There's one guy. His name is Vircho. He's quite some advantage having ricochet and 3.
All right, Mr. 7 Up. And
Bertos is already on the top,
glossary.
but he's going in a bad direction. No, never mind. I think someone got that mine on the house already. There's white one
and
to the
there
left.
Goes
of
another
the
one. Well, Folky is lucky. He didn't totally blow himself up. He stayed, but he hit that first aid, and now he's got doing pretty good with the Magnum. Getting up there on the hill, and now he's racing around.
Oh yeah,
he's only got half health now. Yeah, and
didn't he die to the first mine, or what didn't he die to?
He got 2 mines.
He got 2 mines with one life.
Yeah, he did. Huh?
With 1 life, or did he get 1 mine?
No, with 1 life.
He ran
it over. He ran it over.
I'm gonna tell our colleagues so that they recognize, because probably they're just gonna check the stream about who died to the mines. Because you see,
are they not allowed to hit a first aid kit?
Well, yeah, they are. The only thing is that you see on the right side who dies to their mines, so you can easily say this and that guy who he got a mine.
He had a double armor. And the mine didn't completely kill him, and then he had a first aid, and then got the second mine.
True, but Well, it's like we can not prove that he had one of our mines that easily if we can't see it on the right side, you know?
Okay. All right. Looks like I'm looking, and it looks like all of the mines up here on the top ledge have pretty much been cleaned out.
Yeah. Actually, I'm honestly not seeing any mines right now. I have to search for them, but I can't see. I should have maybe on them. Well, I can't. I can only save 10 mines. So
There should be a couple more on roofs, I would think.
I would think so too, but I'm checking all the roofs right now. But I can't find any. Which would be the fastest mine hunt we ever had. But obviously not that difficult as usually. Oh, I see one mine, but it's gonna be blown up by a hypnotist. He's just standing in
I
front
see
of
him
it.
over there against
Yeah, he's waiting. He's waiting.
heading over there right now.
I think he's not sure about it, or maybe he wants to scream with it. Enjoying the view and enjoying that he has his own 5k.
It's like full 5 gold boxes.
Right. So what do we have there? Mr. Honor and some other guys trying to get to the, well, on top of the edge. Having some difficulties.
I just went over the edge, I thought, and I didn't see any more mines up there.
Well, obviously none behind the event helpers. I wish the spectator could be faster. I don't see any up here as well.
Yes, the questions. Well, we're,
Alright, yeah.
well, I just kind of
Well, we've been told that we shouldn't ask any as our guy responsible for them hasn't been ready for it, so let's continue with them right now.
Yes.
I think the last one was you, but...
Yes, I was.
For it. So let's continue with how many teams survived the third challenge in parkour survival?
I know that answer. Oh, well, actually, I thought it was different from that, but because I have been paying attention to that, actually.
I really haven't that much, as I'm.
I do.
like parkour.
You know, as with any kind of tournament that we're doing. Wow, look at that! Look at the Viking just fly through the air. I'm watching it on the live stream. That is pretty cool.
Amazing how they can do this.
It is.
I see some
answers
quite
close like I was saying, in the I do watch the beginning stages of the tournaments that we do. Just kind of, because we generally don't stream anything until we get to the finals rounds.
Oh man, I just saw.
But yes, I've seen a couple correct answers.
Grizzly Bear actually had the right answer, but he's been cleaned out because he spammed. So his correct answer, like 1 second later, has been cleaned out. That's really unfortunate.
It is. And it goes back to that karma thing we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Well, aside from my one... Well, let's continue with it. I've been reported by my leader, I think the guy who messed up my battle. He, I think, reported me to a moderator, which obviously banned me for it because I wrote it in a battle chat, not a Skype chat. So that's my worst thing I got banned for, and I think that one was either 2 weeks or 4 weeks. I'm not too sure about it.
Yeah. One was I have 3 bans. 2 were an accident, and one actually was a total accident by, interestingly enough, Ostrika herself when she was a chat mod. Yeah, she banned me. But no, and she didn't kind of understand what I was saying. It was missed in translation, and
that's bad.
I had a note put on my karma that saying that the ban was illegal. But yeah, I've been banned by the great chat mod admin herself, who does and I just need to put this out there: she is a really good person, and she does a very good job in her department. I'll say, okay. So as much as I poke fun at her in places around where where us helpers hang out. I do have a lot of respect for her.
I only heard good things about it. I never had a
No.
personal conversation, but well,
No.
let's put it that way. You can tell people that you had the honor to be banned by the admin that herself
Well,
or
she wasn't
himself.
even an admin then. She was just
Well,
she was a
but
chat
now
mod.
she is.
Actually, she was a forum mod because the post was on the forum, but that's okay.
But by now, it's kind of like
And
a signature
oh,
on your comment.
we got a challenge for this mine. Oh, and Hypnotist, who's been guarding that mine all this time. I bet
No.
he's really upset right now. It's like, dude, I was because the guy
Wait,
came
did he
flying
get
off
it?
of the ledge, and that was, I think, Mr. Adrenaline.
That's not good. That's not
Well,
fair.
yeah, and
Nah.
I think Hypnotist wasn't paying attention because he kind of the Mr. Adrenaline just kind of snuck up on him and
Oh,
was
but I
there
see in
before
the
he knew it. But
spectator
yeah,
chat.
it's kind of disappointing because it was his mine.
Yeah, right. I
But
see in the chat the
but
spectator wrote, Hypnotist, we will give you the mine as
okay.
soon as all others will be
Well,
destroyed. So
now
it is
that's good.
his
And
mine. He got it.
there's 2 left apparently.
2 mines left. We had 50 in the beginning, and it
50.
took like 16 minutes. That's nothing. We sometimes have mine hunts where well, okay, they don't have these easy combinations, but we have sometimes mine hunts which go about 1 hour or have to be cancelled out. So that
They
we
just
say
don't.
it's
They
over.
just. Oh, there was past has found one of them, so now there is only 1 mine remaining.
Oh, I think it's all because after glossary there's been past. So well, they said it's been 2 and past got the congratulations. Yeah, could be
Oh,
it.
so everybody's congratulating everybody. So I guess
But I think we should just announce all the rest of the questions by now
we do.
because
Yes.
well, it's kind of
Alright.
over.
Oh, I don't believe I just did that.
Oh no, I get some weight announcements by the guy responsible again. Let's see what he's gonna tell us. Well, I saw that there's been the question whether there's going to be a second map. We will see.
A second map? What do you mean?
Oh, we need Martin Productions to tell us his in-game name as he has won the giveaway as well. Oh, yeah, I just saw in the chat the next map will be announced soon, so we actually have another map which has been prepared without us watching.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so this map, please guys, don't join this map anymore as it has to be closed. It's a specially created map extra for us. Players with ranks.
Now this is a surprise to me. Was this planned or
Yes,
well,
it's normal.
clearly
It's
it was
normal.
planned, but I was not made aware of it before we started.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you how this works.
Fine.
Usually we have someone create this battle for us. It's from the rank, which is 1 square, to the last rank. So this is obviously one thing you can't usually create, as that is, we have to close these battles, having a tool which just continuously ends the battle, so there's no sense in joining.
Okay.
So everyone who is listening to us right now, please stop joining the last link posted as long as it's not a new one.
I'm gonna leave that battle, and I just
Yeah,
need
I did
to.
already.
So
let's
I mentioned
continue with one
earlier
question.
because you said the rank was available from 1 square, which actually I kind of laughed at that because it's Warrant Officer 1, and I mentioned the rebalance. I was started like 3 months before the rebalance. Well, back then when I joined, you were able to buy rank. And
oh yeah, I remember that.
and
I remember
I had been looking at those squares for I don't know. It probably wasn't as long as I thought it was, but it was a long time, and I was tired of it.
In the
So
German
when the
community, that's
when
been
the
so much fun.
when the rebalance happened, it, I actually I did pretty well at it because I got a lot. Got to get rid of a lot of stuff that I didn't want, and I
I
bought
had
everything I
so
wanted to
many
keep. And
crystals.
I had so many crystals, so I bought I think everything but about 100 XP of Warrant Officer 5. just so just so I wouldn't have to look at the squares, but I wanted the rank up picture. So I just like, yeah, it's like, okay, I got 10 XP left in Warrant Officer 5, and then I can move on to Lieutenant. So
Wow.
that's what happened there.
That must have been a lot of crystals, man.
It was. It was. Yeah, I got rid of all this useless. Well, when you're new,
Well,
you
you
don't
can
know.
call it
You know,
useless, yeah.
and the new players that are playing the game now, they
Well, they
have
don't
it.
use it
They
all
had well,
prices.
they have everything within reason available to them. But I think when I played, uh, only half the stuff was available, and then when you got to be warrant officer, then they opened up the tier 2 equipment, which was the Ricochet was in there, Ricochet and some other turrets that
What?
I had never seen before. And I
Wait,
made Warrant Officer
Ricochet was
1.
already there when
It was
Rebalance was
available
there.
at Warrant Officer 1.
Oh yeah, you mean that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know,
Yeah,
I know.
because I was remembering, I was like, man, wow, bounces off walls and stuff. This is gonna be cool. And I got Warrant Officer 1, and then I got thrown in the pot with all of these people who already had all of these turrets, and I had never seen them before, and I don't know. I didn't know what to do. So
Well,
anyway.
let's do a quick pause to this and just have another question, as I have been
Okay.
told that we again have 2 winners. And
Right.
it's you again
The
announcing the
next
question.
question
We just have
is
parkour survival.
how many events do we have in total?
That's a good question, as quite some have just changed the name, so let's see who will be the
How
winner. Well, the
many
2 lucky winners.
events do we have in total? And I'm guessing this is just from the events on the events section in the forum.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Okay.
Just our, like, the weekly ones, right? Oh no, daily it's been.
Well, there are some breaks in there, but yeah, the
Really?
calendar is usually pretty full. Nick does a pretty good job of running that department.
Well, usually, as far as I'm informed about it, it's a daily basis. Like we had, what was it? There's been quite some changes with
Up.
the guys
See one correct
being
answer
swapped
already.
out.
Yeah.
For some time, like our community manager didn't want them really. Like we had the issue that there weren't enough people watching the stream, and he was like, we have to have this many people watching. Otherwise we'll just have to have less. There's been quite some changes since then.
Oh, they put a viewer limit on or a viewer, not limit, but
Not a limit, but
a minimum,
yeah, right.
of viewers. Yeah, which
Well, I can
that's kind of a
understand that
disappointment
we had about like 5 to 20 views on good days.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's true. And now we're getting three figures of viewers. So we're over 300, and right now we have, as I'm seeing it, we got 195 people watching.
Yeah, right. I see that too.
But there was a little lag, so I think some of them might be refreshing.
We will see whether the numbers will rise or not. So, if I remember correctly, I know. When the rebalance was there, how many crystals did you have?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, we have a new battle link, by the way. At least for us.
Well, let me.
Gonna see.
Dang it! I did that again. Stop that.
I'm gonna invite you. Just.
Okay.
1 second. I have to be sure that I don't post it in the wrong chat.
Just
because that would be a problem.
That way.
It's actually a server change as well. So,
okay.
we have Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf Minehunt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and it looks like as we would be preparing at this moment, So I'm gonna invite you.
Dusseldorf is probably one of my least favorite maps.
Really?
It is, yes, I have a list of maps that I don't like, and I have a list of maps that I refuse to play on.
Really?
Yes,
I
like
like this map. Like it.
like Silence, for example. I won't play. I will play on
What?
I will play on
Why?
Silence because but it should be limited to 6 players per team, and normally it's not because
Okay,
that
I can
the lower
understand
side
that.
because
Truly.
there's usually 2 or 3 guys side by side on the lower ramp, and you can't get up it because it's blocked.
Yeah.
So what are then they and but they like that spot, and it's a good sniping spot, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But
Obviously.
yeah, and one tank where you can get around is fine. But when you got 2 or 3, and that's they've blocked one of the 3 ways to get to the higher level, then it's just not fun. Sorry.
Yeah, they changed quite a lot about Silence as well. I miss the old one. I really, really miss the old one.
Well, yes, they didn't used to have that tunnel in there either.
Yeah, there's been no tunnel. I think there was only 2 ways up, so left side and right side. There was no connection in between. So not even this one, the top one, you know, the middle one. There's been the left ramp, which has been quite popular, but oh man, I'm sorry.
It's
Which
fine.
has been quite actively in use, but still not the best answer. It's like you need to have an access to all the guards on top. Because if you don't get them down, you can't get up. So that's been the issue back then. And on the right side, there's been the issue that, well, as there was no way to get there aside from the small ramp, and obviously the top, you had to have someone kill the shaft. There's been like maybe 1 to 2 shafts, but these were ridiculously OP up there.
Just reminded me of a funny story. And I guess I can tell it while we're just kind of warming up here, is it was way back when we had a complaint section on the forum, and somebody had posted a screenshot that he thought that the player down on the low side near that low ramp on that side of the map. I don't know. It depends on how you look. But anyway, this one player had been there long enough that there was like 20 or 30 mines, and the person was complaining that he had placed so many mines there. And I thought, well, you know, what I'm really shocked about is that your team allowed him to stay in that spot for that amount of time to place all of those mines. So it's your own fault.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
I mean, he had time enough to, you know, how long does it take to lay 30 mines?
I don't know, I think it was
Like,
a cooldown of 20 seconds back then.
well,
Why not more?
it has to
If
take
not
at
more.
least like what 15, 20 minutes to put that many there, and they just let him stay there.
Oh man, those battles back then. There's been some battles going actually 999 minutes, and at the end, I remember that I joined like I think 3, but never really got anything from it. They had a fund of over 150,000 crystals. Just so you know, crystals at that point, we didn't have this times 10 multiplier. So
that came with the crystal rebalance.
Really?
Well, that's what I called it, because it happened not too long after the rebalance.
Really? Because I think I remember one of those battles. Well, it was before I was 5 squares, and when the actual rebalance was there, I had what comes after 5 squares?
First lieutenant or third lieutenant.
Right. I had that rank.
That 1 diamond.
Yeah, 1 diamond, right. So at that point, I had a lot of I had quite some
Well,
experience with Christus and what it's worth, but
you're
never had that much in one battle.
you're generally from the German community, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you call that one square rank in the
Oh,
Germany?
you mean the German name?
Yes.
I actually have to look it up. I have
Okay.
no clue.
Well, go ahead and look that up. I'm curious to know.
It's been a lot of time since I had that rank. Actually, no, I think one of my lower rank accounts.
Actually, yes, I have my not General Veers, but Admiral Veers, which I created, and Commodore Veers. I created both of those at the same time, and I think I just made Warrant Officer 1 on Admiral Veers about maybe 2 months ago. So now I'm eligible for some M1 equipment.
Oh wow, wow! I actually have
Yes, I know.
M2 equipment. I think M2 Hornet and Leader on my secondary console.
So this is oh, and if you're just joining us, I am uh, here, General Veers here with Ben,
Hello.
and we are giving you the Moon Minehunt and preparation for live stream number 4. This is the second map that we've had today, and this is Dusseldorf. The map previous was Lost Temple, and the link should be placed there, and the players should be entering this map fairly soon.
I think, well, I'm not too sure. This looks like they're kind of finished. I see a Hornet up there, which is, well, let's say different from the last time as we had a Titan. But I would love to see another Titan up there. Just as way up there is already quite a lot of work.
Now probably they're using the Hornet up there because these buildings are not going to be, well, I mean, with all of the dictators that they have probably, but maybe it's not as easy to get a Titan up on these buildings.
Well, obviously they're a lot taller than most of the other buildings. Okay, I have the thing in front of me. So 1 square, right?
Okay.
German or, well, I could try an English pronunciation, but I think you prefer the German, right?
Well, it's Warrant Officer 1 is what it is in English. I don't know what it is in German.
Oberfeldwebel.
Ah, Feldwebel. Over sergeant. It's just over Feldwebel, if I remember right, is sergeant.
Might be. It's a red star and 3 of these downwards pointing arrows. Well, kind of arrows.
Which is, I think, Master Sergeant or something. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've played on a low-ranked account. Although, when I do get bored, I will make a new one, and then all the players, they hate me because I know all of the tricks.
Actually, when I talk about my second account, to be honest, it's my 4th one. It's yeah, it's been like my first account. Well, obviously Scarlet 1. Oh, okay. I never told you guys about it. Well, my name is Ben, and my actual tanky name is Scarlet 1, so being spelled SKELLET1, kind of almost the German way you spell skeleton. And I just saw that the link will be published now.
Alright.
Okay, so we should be seeing quite a lot of players joining instantly again.
So I just would just like to poll the audience. How many alternate accounts do you guys have? Because I have had at one time a lot more than 4.
I do have 12, to be honest.
You have?
No, 15.
I think I had 21 at one point.
No, I actually have all the accounts and know all the passwords.
Oh. How do you keep track of all of that?
Well, all the low ones I know because they all have the same password.
Okay.
Just the high ones, for the reasons of safety, I changed the password. I had quite some issues. My I don't know which account. Some have been hacked.
Reasons of safety, like somebody is really gonna want to hack into your recruit account. Come on now.
No, it's about the main account. So my highest
I'm gonna
one,
use
it has
every one of his
spectators.
five
So
double armors that he has.
not even that. It's not. It
All
didn't
right,
unlock
Norbit
it
says
yet.
he
It
has
didn't
7.
unlock any of that yet. Remember, you need, I think, the first or third rank to unlock it all.
Well, yeah, and new players coming into the game. Oh, I guess we're starting. I'm hearing explosions. Yes,
There's
all
no
of the
go.
players
There's
are in there.
no
I was
go
watching
yet.
the stream. Okay.
People, if
no
you
go.
listen to us and if you're in the battle already, please take care of having
There's-
not a light hull equipped, and please don't run into any mines, no matter whether laid by people or not.
All right.
Until the spectator writes in the chat a go signal.
All right, and normally when we stream a battle, you press the tab key, and then the player list comes up, and you list the players' names for the red team and the blue team. But there are a lot here that I don't think we'll go through this list.
Oh man, it's still changing. Some people. Actually, no one's being kicked. That's new. Never had that. Well, I see one player, Fox Gaming, if I see it. No, Fox Gamer. He unfortunately has Ricochet, Wasp, and some paint I don't know the name of. As well as protection, you really need to change that because you only have some minutes, or maybe seconds, I don't know how much time the spectator will give you, until they will have to do something about it.
Looks like Yazid 7 is in a Wasp over here in the corner.
Yeah, we have a Wasp. No, it's a Hunter. He's on a building, but unfortunately you all have to gather up in the middle. But to get away from that for a second and have a look at premium accounts for you guys, we obviously have another question for you.
Okay, this one's yours this time. And I think this is our last question, isn't it?
Yes,
it is.
The last one I gave
it is.
you.
Well,
it
is the last one you gave me.
Let's see, how many more do we have? 1, 2, 3. 3 more questions in total.
Okay.
Let's just check. Felix, do we have 2 winners or just 1 this time? 3 winners.
Nice.
That was unexpected. But okay, so the next question will be yours, to be honest. Name of the map of the event. Last Man Standing. One more time. What is the name for the map which is used for the event Last Man Standing? Quite an
Just looking at the answer is not quite spelled correctly. It should be plural, not singular. I do know my maps of this game.
Might be about the German name. I think the German name is that.
Like, for example, how many buildings are in this map. I can't remember the name of the map that was in the vlog on Friday.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of didn't recognize that.
What else do we have?
Wow, everybody! Wow, there must have been a lot of people watching that battle because.
I think we had that recently.
Because there are a tremendous amount of correct answers. Yeah.
Okay, so what do we have here? Tell them that they will get the promo code INSTANT as in-game gift. Is what we just received as a message from our broadcaster. So he really is interested in that.
That is very nice that we can start giving out the gifts that we give away in the battles instantly. Because the player, if I'm understanding what I'm reading here, because it didn't used to be that way, they would have to wait.
Yeah, usually you had to wait until the next Monday. That's the day the payments came.
But now we can, give them immediately, which is, I'm thinking the players must like that.
Yeah, obviously. But I suppose it might be that we actually have someone very important being in this, helping us with it. So let's see. I see. Well, obviously, a lot of people named the right one.
We never mind. I won't go there.
Wait, is there?
Well,
Well,
we do have a new community manager now.
true.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So maybe that has something to do with it.
Is it just me, or does he actually look quite young?
Um,
Because I would say he's around my age, which would be quite unusual.
mm, no, I'm thinking he looks like to be mid to late 20s.
Late 20s.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I've heard of people looking quite young, but he really looks like
Oh,
between
well, no, to be
maybe
fair.
19 to
Yeah, but
maximum 26. But
I
that would
I
be like no way.
well,
Just in the range of acceptance.
I do get comments from people in my real life that when I tell them how old I am, they don't believe me because I do look that young. I do look younger than I am.
Well, for me, it's
It's
the
like, wow,
opposite
I didn't know
way.
you were that old. You don't look that old. Well, yeah, well, I am.
I have the issue that usually I have a beard. Right now I didn't. I want to try something new. Well, not really new, but something different.
So you're one of the few tankers that actually own a razor.
Right. I'm one of those.
All
Just a quick
right.
announcement. We just have the ghost signal, so good luck to all of you.
All right. Here we go. And were there 50 mines in this map as
It's
well?
the first one. Folky, we just had him the last one.
All right. Looks like they got pretty much mines on every single, not everyone, but quite a few buildings.
Yeah, well, they're around everywhere. I'm quite surprised that not most of them are destroyed yet before the go, as they're so easily reached. Let's see, we have some players just going around on the edge.
I was watching Yazid 7, but Test 123 is going to grab that mine, or yep, he just saw he's trying to back up and he gets it.
Yeah, he saw that he came in. Yazzie actually shot at him. He tried his best to get
saw it, and he was trying to get up there. He just couldn't get up there on time. Now we have a couple people up there on the rims.
But the thing
getting
is,
the easy
now
mines.
I think almost every mine on the rim is already taken. So,
well, and oh, there it was. Honor found the one on
have
the building.
a look
Managed
close
to get up
to the
there.
event help us. This one player passed.
And
maybe you can see it on the stream better. He's just shooting straight upwards with his tank, with his Magnum. What? I did not know that is a thing. He got himself up to one of those big green buildings with Magnum and Hunter.
Intellect is our latest person killed.
Intellect.
Well, in space,
they're everywhere.
All right.
They're just everywhere.
Well, and I was watching the people cruising along the edge there, and I'm thinking they're looking for mines on top of buildings, but they're not going to see them at that distance.
Unfortunately.
I mean, you have to be pretty much a tank length or closer away from a mine.
I think it's like the length of less than one Titan, actually, to at least see the shade of it. But maybe, I don't know how good our broadcast is moving around so that people can see it. Right now he's, well, at least on my screen right now, so not a few seconds later for you. He's watching some players, but actually
another one
quite away from the event helpers.
Honor, again, has scored himself a mine.
Oh, there it is. He just went to past going for the mine with by himself, on my screen at least.
There's past, got some good air on that building, but I don't see a mine on there.
I don't see what. Oh, there he is.
He might be.
Oh, he got one mine.
Yes, he did.
It was hidden in the roof.
I guess it was. I didn't see it.
I'm thinking about. Well, I think he didn't even think that there was a mine. He just went for going off the roof and might have just taken the mine by accident. So let's see. We have quite a lot of players right here, close to.
Oh, looks like Timmy, and I
Listening?
can't make out the other player's name.
Timmy, let's see. I
They
don't
they're
see a
they're
Timmy.
paired up here. Ramos House, I guess if I said that right. They've teamed up. And Timmy's gonna get up there on that building. And this does not get it
so
past,
big.
is almost there.
It's just a so big map.
It is.
Can't find him, honestly. Black Tiger. I'll see a lot of players. It looks like some of them are teams, but actually I think probably the combination Hunter and Magnum might be the best choice for this. If you do it right.
Well, I don't know. Honor's doing it pretty good. He's doing pretty good with his Hunter and Ricochet.
Who actually participates quite often in our events. So I think he got his experience already. But we see he has some issues. It's not really working out right now, at least.
No, it's not. And you know, these couldn't be possible unless this was in the gravity mode that it's in. Timmy's up on the roof, and he's going to get that mine.
Oh, do you see
Yep,
Yazi?
he's got it. And in that building he was just at, there are 2 more mines. I'm seeing 2 more on these 2 buildings over here. A third one in that building. Here, right here in this corner where Ramos House is at. And it looks like there's Honor's trying to get up on that building, that blue building or green building, and it looks like there's a mine on there.
I would call that turquoise, maybe.
Turquoise.
Turquoise. A different pronunciation, but still kind of similar.
That was a mine there. All right.
Congrats, Honor.
All right. So I see at least 3 mines remaining.
What do you think? Should we do another question?
We can, but I don't have the other. I'm done with questions of everything that you gave me. I don't have any more.
What I did the last one, so I'm just I'm just gonna put this here. I think our streamer and, well, the one responsible for checking who wins won't take the answer.
Then, all right. So here's the next question. Hope you guys are ready. How many events will be held this month in the English community?
That's quite an unfair
question. This is going to go to 1 winner only.
1 winner only? This is
1 winner only.
Different.
How many events will be held in the English community?
Could have had 2 times 2 winners, but okay. The kind of unfair thing about it is, like, it's quite a shared thing which community is responsible for it, you know? Like,
it's a team effort.
Yeah, it is. Like, for example, right now, I see 2 German event helper accounts. Well, girls is probably English. I don't know. We just had the message that there's going to be a candidate being a girl. All of our guys being excited at that moment. But there's at least one English event helper, as this is obviously an English event. But, well, there's a lot of German event helpers as well, always. We're everywhere.
Oh, looks like Legendary Tornadoes is... He might get this mine. Oh! Somebody just dropped a gold box. And there's like...
I would have thought that they would shut up.
This is funny. Oh, he's already got the space block. There it is. Gonna drop over there. Everybody's
it's to in the middle. So everyone gathering in the middle.
So, go back.
Killing will result in a straight kick, guys. Please don't kill anyone. Be really careful about cheating.
All right,
I wish that you have to leave this battle.
We're gonna see a gold box capture. Everybody's there. Oh, Tyler.
Tyler
making
is
the gold
such a stuntman. Did you see that?
bomb. No, I didn't. I didn't even. I was waiting. I was back. I was waiting for to see the gold box fall, and I
He
didn't see it
had,
fall.
well, he has Hunter and Magnum as well. And you remember how, who was it who got up this one building? Someone, the green building, you know, this spectacular jump.
Timmy
Right.
or
He
Honor.
just, yeah, Honor, it was Honor. He just made the same jump, just instead of high up, he made it a little more further to the front. And was just beautiful. But okay, I think that's it for it. I would have thought that they would not activate gold boxes in this event.
I guess they did.
At least there's no real reason for it.
Alright, I'm seeing 2 mines left.
To be honest, I don't see any. Oh no, I just a yellow building
where
right
where
here.
test is this
And just another gold box.
another go by.
The
Where
good thing
test
for us.
was this turquoise building, and then the white building right next to that there's a mine on each
yellow
of those.
building like from if you go behind the event helpers on their side,
Okay.
to the left, and then the furthest back yellow building, there's one on top in the middle.
Looking.
Oh, there's another goal, and there's the gold box dropping.
Yes, I see it.
And legend, but a lot of players just killed. Especially this app so man-made. Unfortunately for MS, he's probably going to be kicked in a few seconds. Yep, and there he goes. It's unfortunate. He's been told about it, but okay. So let's see. Oh, we have fast and deadly. Moving upwards on yellow buildings. Unfortunately, the wrong one. Doing a flip across it. These guys really
Okay, so I
know
see
what
2 over there, and
okay, I just got the message. At the end of this stream, we will be, well, before the end obviously, we will be giving away once 2k crystals, 1 day premium, and 1 gold box.
is that all? Is that 3 prizes for 1 person, or
No,
is
it's
that
3
different
prizes,
prizes?
3 prizes, 3 people.
Okay, so it's for 3.
Well,
and yes, and they
yes,
just
for
have to
3.
write their name in the chat when, I guess, when we give the word.
Yeah, right.
So when all the mines are done, then okay.
So just so you know, you just have to put in your nickname in the chat of the stream, and you will be kind of randomly chosen.
Alright, Test has got one of the remaining mines. There shouldn't be too many left. I think there's only like 3 or 4.
Well, I see the one I just told you, still on the one building. And let's see, there's
Looks like Tigris is headed to a building. He's trying to get up there.
Timmy just flew across the yellow building, but he probably saw that there's no mine on it. And Folky is in an unfortunate position on the turquoise house, as Magnum is not capable of turning to left or right. And we still have people having wrong equipment. I just saw that Diverse and Rootsy, could be a German one. They both kind of worked together to get on one house, but didn't really work out for the second one. I think they don't really know where to go by now. this. Oh no, Tiger. Do you have him in your view right now?
I do. I was just watching him. He almost made it up there
Yeah, he just
onto
got
that
stuck
building.
on the edge.
He's got good Magnum timing.
Yeah, it's
And
been
it's going
almost
up.
perfect. I think
And
he
here
hit
it's coming
himself
back
too
down.
much.
Wow.
Too late. I think he has to get a little, has to be a little faster for it, like a little earlier. So what else do we have here? I don't see any mines aside from the yellow one.
Now on that brick house, there's the yellow house and then the little smaller brick house next to it. I'm thinking I
Oh yeah,
can
yeah,
zoom
the
in, but
one
I
he's
see.
trying to get on,
And
yeah,
then,
obviously.
oh, well, that one, Intellect just got that one that was where Cube is.
Q, let's see. It's so hard to find them as the list is just too
No, they're
long.
right over here by Tigress.
Oh,
In the big, kind of in that, he's on that
oh, I
brick
see,
building.
yeah. Just
And Tigress is trying it again. Shoots up in the air, and he's off on his angle a little bit.
That's not good.
Oh,
But
and
he might. Oh no!
completely
He
over
made it
the house.
too good. She just flew across, no chance.
All right.
And no chance.
Wow. I'm impressed.
I think that building is just too small for that trick.
Which is that's really good coming from ground level and getting such distance.
I think it might actually be better to first go on the yellow building and then try to get from the yellow building.
This is his third attempt. I'm thinking he's going to get it this time.
Oh, the guy's spawning. Well, he at least gets...
Oh, well, yeah. Now he'll get up on that building.
Do you see that?
If he can get on his track.
He will land on it.
Yeah.
He tried to get under the rat house and actually got another mine.
All right, so he got a mine too.
He's
nice.
Almost lucky, but I don't know.
Well, I'm looking around and I think that one on that brick building is the only one that's left.
Well, all the people are so spread out. Usually on the other maps where you can see all the people, or at least a lot of them, you know where the last mine is, as we tell them how many mines. It's just like they ask for it so often, and then if they see a crowd, well, they obviously all move there. Timmy just drove away from that house with the last mine on it. I think he doesn't really know.
Tigress knows it's there because that's the mine that he was trying to get to before he got that last one.
He just accidentally got another one. So I would say it's luck because he got one he didn't know about probably. And now he's... Let's see where they are. Oh!
It looks like Tigress is gonna probably get this. And
he got it.
Landed upright, and boom, there it is. All right.
Well, it was his, like the one. I don't remember who it was, but
that was last map. Was robbed.
Yeah, it was robbed from, I think, Honor. It was a cube.
I can't remember.
I think one of those two.
All right. They're saying there's one left.
Some people seem to be bored. For example, Giannis, he just shot randomly at the helpers. As well as the helpers, they're absolutely bored. The Hornet is almost falling down. They're just fooling around up there. But with one mine left, well, let's put it away.
And I'm looking for it. I'm not seeing it.
I can't see it either.
Well, I'm not seeing it on rooftops. They might have planted it in the plants.
That would be quite tricky to find. But well, in the plants you should see it with a top view, because the plants are just 2D, so and turning towards you. So never mind. I underestimated it. Can't find it. Oh, it's finished.
Okay. And I guess okay. So now we have our
Well, so
giveaway.
first, one last question, as we forgot to ask it. How many helpers does the event team currently have?
Ooh, that's a good question. I do not know the answer.
I wouldn't have any clue without the answer right in front of me. Like I just know about some of them, but I don't even know which helpers they're referring to. Do they count us as helpers?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's just staff. But anyway, they did give you an answer, so there is an answer.
Sure. But for example, would I be counted 2 times or 3 times? Because I'm commentator in 2 communities and I'm as well event helper.
Well, I'm just for my own personal reference. You're a commentator. It's just you're working in 2 communities, so you're doing twice the work that I am because I confine myself strictly to the English community. Whereas you've come over to the English community and now you've doubled the workload for yours. Not that there is a huge
Not really.
workload in esports, but
Not really doubled.
it's a fun job though, or
It is. It
I
is.
wouldn't be here. What was
Well,
the
it's been
last question? Somebody's asking, and they're throwing numbers out
yeah,
there that I don't.
it's been the last question,
All
unfortunately,
right.
and the event itself is over. So, well, I didn't
Okay.
hear about the third map, so I think this was it.
All right.
As
And
soon
then
as you
we
are announced
have
to be a winner,
yes,
and
and all they have to do is just well, we need to get the
yeah,
first winner, the winner for
first
that
we need to
question.
have this winner because we won't have them if they start spamming their own nicknames.
No.
Oh, and please, just write your nickname like once and maybe a second time if you waited 5 minutes and there's been no
Okay.
winner
It looks
announced.
like Tal F has won the giveaway,
I
and I'm
don't
not.
see it.
Uh,
Oh,
it's there. You got to
oh
scroll
yeah,
up
I
in
see,
the
I see.
chat. I just saw it.
Okay, guys, so the
Yes.
following is how it goes. You all will, if you want to participate in this, just write your own nickname for the game once. The only reason to write it a second time is if you waited 5 minutes and there's no winner being announced. So you know about what you can win, I will tell you once again. One guy will win. We did it already. I thought we should do
No,
it at
we
the end.
haven't. We were doing the question, which was the uh
Well, I was
event.
told that it should
No,
be at
that
the
was
end. We just
right.
told
I don't
them.
see that question, but anyway, I don't think we did it already.
Well, we told them what
Well,
happens, but
how much trouble would we get in if we did it twice?
I don't think there will be
I don't know, man.
another three
It's
winners. I
holiday
don't
now.
think
Let's
that
just
Felix will
wait.
do that. I would love to do it, but well, I'm not the one to decide.
Nope, he's saying wait. So
Maybe.
I'm saying let's just go ahead and do it because I don't think we did it.
Yeah, and if not, well
We
then
had
we'll.
the oh when he gets the nickname of the last winner. So
Oh,
okay,
okay.
that's what I was waiting for. So who was that?
So we should announce it then, or
Well, no,
still?
so they have their little YouTube login names, but he needs
Oh,
the
so he probably
the
has the list of
tanker's
the
name,
players.
which is Tal F. If you could put your Tanky Online nickname down there in the chat, then you will be getting your prize.
I didn't see that.
There, okay. This is his first live stream, he's saying, and he needs to put his nickname down there into the chat. His Tanky
ESQ,
Online
what can I
nickname.
do for you? Well, let's have a little attention brought to the to the comments on the stream right now. maybe we have some questions you want to ask us as well. Obviously, there won't be any streamed material about the game anymore for this evening.
Well, and it's a little bit okay. So Tau
Well, they're
one two
tall,
three
yeah.
ABC. There it is. And it is like a 20 or 30-second delay. So what I'm reading now, they're not going to be hearing until for another 30 seconds.
Right. Oh, we just
But we
have
have
the
that.
admin joining us. I don't know whether he's going to be heard, but Bobby, what you got for us? Very quiet man.
All right.
Oh, he isn't able to talk here. Wow, that's a surprise.
Yeah, so we are finished with the event, and the only thing I wanted to say in the end is we are aware of an issue with the Facebook link.
We talked about that.
Yeah, we are currently thinking about changing it to the way we post it in, or you get it in the client. You will be able to post it in the chat, but we need your feedback on the forum. So we can decide what is easier for you using the link from Facebook. I don't know, go to the browser and then copy it from the browser or so, or if it is easier if you just go and copy that shortened link and post it into the chat. So it would be nice to find some feedback.
Okay, and for those who aren't here right now listening to you tell us that perhaps Knives, our new community manager, it could be put into vlog episode 147 when it airs on Friday, so that word gets out, because I know a lot of people, they do watch the vlog. So
Well, I just hear that Fabi's being heard in the
okay,
stream, obviously.
I understand. All right, I'm gone. Anyway, did I was poked, so did my message get out there that maybe we could put that in the...
Do you have connection
I'm
with
out.
that?
No, I'm fine. Anyway, so if that could be mentioned on the vlog, that would be great.
Well, I think as far as it goes, this was it for today evening. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. I hope you absolutely enjoyed our event. And herewith I say, have a good night, have a good day. I don't know what time it is for you. I would love to have you hearing me, have General and viewers
All right.
commentate together with me again.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. And I want to thank Fabio for doing an excellent job with the camera work. And I also especially want to thank our audience for showing up. You guys are what makes it possible for us to do this for you. And that's pretty much, I always want to thank you guys for showing up. I think we had like 350 peak at one point. So, but it's a good turnout for such short notice. So it's good to see.
Thank you guys for watching. But I think this is going to be the end for at least today.
All right. We will see you on the battlefield.
Bye.